Chapter 4. For the leader, with string music, a psalm of David. Answer me when I call, O God of my righteousness, you who didst set me free when I was in distress. Be gracious unto me, and hear my prayer. O you sons of men, how long shall my glory be put to shame, in that you love vanity and seek after falsehood? Selah. But know that the Lord hath set apart the godly man as his own. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. Tremble and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed, and be still. Selah. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness, and put your trust in the Lord. Many there are that say, Oh, that we could see some good. Lord, lift you up the light of your countenance upon us. You have put gladness in my heart, more than when the corn and the wine increase. In peace will I both lay me down and sleep, for you, Lord, makest me dwell alone in safety. All right, let's go back up to verse 1. And we, once again, are singing a psalm, a song even to the Lord. This one here is for the leader. This one is for the leader. We could, whichever leader it may be, leader would be the king, or the leader of those that are playing the music, or the leader of those that, anyone who's in charge is a leader. This is a song of David. And David is the beloved one. David means beloved. I call David the chosen one. He was the second king of Israel. Saul was the first. David became the second. Saul was the one that was chosen up first by appearance, we know. But God says, I don't look at the way a man is on the outward, but the way he is on the inward. Verse 2. Answer me when I call, O God of my righteousness. You who did set me free when I was in distress. Be gracious unto me and hear my prayer. We know this was probably during a period of time David had several troubles. Well, we know in life. One, Saul tried to kill him for years. 2, Absalom tried to take his kingdom over. 3, God sent the plague against Israel. There were several things that David had done that God was trying to make known to himself to David. And David, but we'll see here that God has set free when he was in distress. 3, O you sons of men, how long shall my glory be put to shame, in that you love vanity and seek after falsehood? And this verse here, I would believe this would be maybe something more like what God would say, because this would be a boastful statement. If not, this is the God of my righteousness. In the last verse is this God of my tzedak, or my justness. And this is the one who gives order, who gives me my virtue, my law, this that I do, is what that means. This one who helps me when I'm in distress. This one who is always gracious and to hear my prayer even. These things which I ask for from my heart. Thing is here, and we find that sometimes the words of God are just inserted, and this probably is one of those places, because you sons of men this would be more like something that God would call men, you sons of men, or those that come forth from men. How long shall my glory be put to shame? And God is the one of glory. Even the king is established by God. It only shows the glory of God, or his majesty, and his work, that which he does among men. And that you love vanity. Vanity is something, it's a waste of time. It's uselessness. It's like, vanity is it's to kind of like to paint up, doctor up something, or to paint an old fallen down barn, so to speak. It's a waste of time, because the paint ain't going to hold the barn up. And to seek after this falsehood, it's to be lying, to chase after that with this pleasantness, these words of men that are pleasant, but we'll find out, no good in them. Selah. And 4. But know that the Lord has set apart the godly man as his own. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. But God has set apart the godly man. This one who seeks after God's law, God's ordinance, God's understanding. That's what that is. That's some of God's understanding that he gave you in the beginning. God sets him to the side. It's for his own. God watches over. God protects. Would be a natural occurrence from following the understanding of God, doing according to what God's will is. Because we know God listens for those that do such thing. 5. Tremble and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still. Selah. Tremble. Now, to tremble is to have some kind of fear, to think about these things and have a little respect, to humble yourself a little bit, and sin not. Sin is something I've said many times. Sin is defined by the law, and without knowledge of the law, you have no understanding what sin is. It's law, the law of God, that is, that gives sin its definition. That way we can recognize it and know what it is. Now, commune with your own heart upon your bed. Commune with your own heart. Let's think about these things in your own understanding. Think about it on your own bed. And that's that place you made for yourself there in life. Whatever that is, we know that it doesn't matter what position or what role we play or this thing that we think's been put upon us. This is our bed. This is where we lay. This is our position in life. This is what we do. So it doesn't matter what you do. Think about it in your own heart, because there we'll find there's where you can turn and be still. And to be still is to become quiet. The word is damam, and it means to be silent, to be still, to wait. 6. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness and put your trust in the Lord. Offer you sacrifices of righteousness, justness, correctness, the right way. And what this is you shouldn't be making sin offerings. You shouldn't be apologizing for sin and making these offerings, but offerings of righteousness, offerings of free will, offerings of thanksgiving, all the offerings of this sort and these sacrifices. And put your trust in God, and let God put your trust in the Lord. 7. Many there are that say, oh, that we could see some good. Lord, lift you up the light of your countenance upon us. Many there are that say, and this would be something that the people would say, something people would like rumor around. Oh, that we could see some good. Oh, that we could see some good. Oh, that there was some good being done. And we'll find out there's always some good being done. See, all darkness has a little light. And all light seems to have some form of darkness in it. Light has darkness in it. See, there's always a greater light. There's always a light that's brighter, it seems. God being the greatest of all. But your countenance upon us, this presence, that word is panim, and what that is your presence, so that we know that you're there, and we find out this light, God's countenance, is this judgment we see in the earth, and there is judgment in the earth, and we see it every day. God makes known his presence, whether it be through blessing, or whether it be through not blessing. 8. You have put gladness in my heart, more than their corn and their wine increase. More than when their corn and their wine increase. You've put gladness, you've put joy, you've put happiness, you've put this redemption of understanding in my heart within. my spirit, this understanding that's within me. This is the way the heart was viewed, as if it was the soul. And it's more than when their corn and their wine are increased. And in those periods of time, we'll find out this was just be like getting a raise on your paycheck. See, and it's very similar to that without even knowing about it. You go down and cash your check, and you see you got a little raise on it. This is kind of the same way of an increase. There's joy, there's happiness. Oh, you are delighted, see, and that kind of comparison. This would be a comparison also with the corn and their wine. But the corn is the harvest, that which they look forward to, and the wine, that which brings joy to the heart. Whether it be the new wine that comes forth and is fresh squeezed, or even the old wine that has been stored and laid up in hopes of the harvest. 9. In peace will I both lay me down and sleep, for you, Lord, make me dwell alone in safety. And in peace will I both lay down and sleep. And what this is in security. There's security in God, and there's security in God's understanding. And when you're right, you know, there's nothing more than you can do. For you, Lord, and that's who we're talking about, God does make me dwell alone in safety. And this is what God does. God gives you assurance. God gives you security. God gives you someone you can lean on in a lonely world. And we are going to move forward to chapter 5. Turn and return.